Hello, welcome to yoga at the Benninghofen house. We have a great practice today, focusing on back bends, chest and heart openers. So for anybody that's been doing any gardening, bending forward, hunching forward, pulling weeds, anybody that hunches forward in your job or spending a lot of time on a device or playing an instrument or anything that you do, hunching forward, this is to help undo all that, to straighten us up. We'll also be incorporating some affirmations into the class. Affirmations are positive statements that help you create your reality from the inside out. So instead of focusing on negative things or lack anywhere, the idea of intentionally putting your mind on positive things to kind of flip the script and encourage positive growth in your life. So we will be letting our mind marinate in positive messages throughout the practice. So here we go. We're actually going to be starting on our back. So coming down to your back, hugging your knees in, rocking them around, letting go of your day. We're going to take 3 deep breaths into the nose, and on the exhale, we're going to sigh out the mouth and say, ha, H-A. So deep breath into the nose. 2 more times. 1 more time. Dropping the feet down to the floor, we're going to start off in a reclining butterfly position. So letting the knees fall apart, soles of the feet together, scooching the feet out or in. To find a comfortable spot for your hips, bringing your hands to your hip creases, just letting your legs relax open, shrugging your shoulders down, away from your ears, bringing your hands to the floor next to you, palms facing up, rocking your head back and forth a few times, and then lining up your nose with your navel, closing your eyes, scanning your body for any tension. With each exhale, letting it go, letting it flow down and out your fingertips, down and out your toes, relaxing, watching the breath. Feeling the inhale come in through your nose, watching it turn into an exhale and flow out. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing all the muscles in your face, letting go of any thoughts, any to-dos, making a space in your day for yourself, taking this time to take care of you. Connecting with your ujjayi, ocean breath. You make it by saying ha, H-A, on the inhale and exhale. But then you close your mouth. Makes a sound like the ocean, which is calming to the nervous system. And breathing in this way constricts the back of the throat slightly so you can take deeper, full quality breaths. Filling your lungs on the inhale, emptying them completely on the exhale. Our first affirmation will be, I am letting go of anything that does not serve me. I am letting go of anything that does not serve me. So just repeating that to yourself mentally. We're going to practice our 3-part deep breath here on our backs. So bringing both hands to your belly on the inhale, belly expands. On the exhale, belly contracts, sinking down towards your spine. On the inhale, feel the belly expand like a balloon. On the exhale, belly sinks. Keeping one hand on your belly, bring one hand to your ribs. Inhale first to the belly, belly expands. Then keep breathing in, ribs expand. Then on the exhale, empty in the opposite order. Ribs close, belly falls. Inhale to the belly, ribs. Exhale, ribs, belly. Keep a hand on your belly and bring the other hand up to your heart on your chest. This is the 3rd part of our 3-part breath. Inhale first to the belly, then ribs expand. Then sip in a little more air, chest lifts. Exhale, chest falls, ribs squeeze in, belly squeezes in. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Deep 3-part breath allows us to fill our lungs with oxygen and then empty them completely. Bringing your hands to the floor, palms facing up. Continuing to practice your deep 3-part ocean breath. This is the type of breathing we'll be using during our yoga practice, enabling us to find calm in the poses and aim the breath to the tension, to the tightness. So using the breath to stay calm and to loosen up our bodies. Bringing both hands to your heart. Envisioning your best self. What does your best self look like? What does your best self act like? So you're going to think of a way that you could grow in the direction of your best self and set an intention for your practice. So think of like a goal or something that you're trying to accomplish in the direction of growth. Plant a seed for your intention. During the practice, we'll come back to our breath and we'll come back to our intention, devoting your efforts in your practice towards this growth, towards becoming your best self. Bringing your hands to the sides of your legs, helping them together, hugging your knees back into your chest, rocking them around. Bringing your arms to the floor up by your head, bent in cactus or out at a T. We're just gonna breathe and twist back and forth with our legs, moving with our breath. So inhale with your knees at the center. On the exhale, drop your knees to the left, head looks to the right. So keeping your shoulders on the floor, your knees don't have to go all the way down. Inhale to the center. Exhale, drop your knees to the right, head looks to the left. Keeping your shoulders down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. This time we're going to extend the top leg after we twist. So inhale, center. Exhale, drop your knees left and extend your top leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop them right. Extend the top leg, keeping your shoulders on the floor. Inhale, center. We'll do it one more time on each side. Drop them left, extend the top leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop them right. Inhale, center. So we're gonna bring our hands to our knees. You can bring them behind your knees and just start to roll forward and back. Feeling your back massage on the floor, having a little fun with it. Then coming to sit. Sitting up nice and tall, rounding down through your sitting bones, lifting up in the chest, lengthening on both sides of the waist. Shoulders are up, back, and down, crown of the head, lifting for the ceiling. Drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, roll the left ear over to the left shoulder. Exhale the chin down. Inhale, roll the right ear over to the right shoulder. Exhale down. Moving with your breath. Inhale, roll it over to the left. Exhale it down. Inhale, roll it over to the right. Exhale it down. Roll it over to the left. Leave it over there, sitting up tall, dropping your shoulders down. Bring your left hand up. Just using your fingertips to massage around. Extending the opposite arm, rolling your wrist. Any little movements here with your head and neck, with your hands and arm. Just letting any tension go from the neck and shoulder even. Bringing both hands down, bring your chin down. Inhale, right ear over to the right shoulder, sit up nice and tall. Drop the shoulders down, feel the length in the neck. Bringing your hand up, massaging around. Noticing any tension. Extending that left arm out, rolling the wrist. Any little movements that feel good. Bring your hands down, bring your chin down. Inhale the arms up. Watch the palms come together. Exhale them down. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Moving with your breath. Inhale them up. This time, exhale them down and clasp your hands behind your back. Wiggle your chest open. Roll your shoulders back and down. Breathing here. Finding that deep 3-part breath. So breathing into your belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. If you want a little more, you can pull the arms out and back. Using your deep ocean breaths. Feeling the chest, stretching, your heart opening. On your next inhale, unclasp your hands, reach them up tall. Exhale your hands to your heart. Bringing your hands to your knees, we're going to warm up the spine. On the inhale, rocking forward, shrugging the shoulders back, looking up. Exhale, belly button towards the spine, chin to the chest, rocking back. Moving with your breath. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, going back. Connecting with that 3-part breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. And the next time you're at the front, we're just going to spiral around. Inhaling at the front, exhaling at the back. And the next time you're at the front, switch directions. And then sitting up nice and tall, noticing how you feel. Making our way to table on our hands and knees. In table, check that your knees are under your hips in the back, your wrists are under your shoulders in the front, tops of your feet are pressing down into the floor. We're going to find some cow and cat shapes. So on the inhale, spine drops down, shoulders roll back, tailbone rolls up, and head looks up. On the exhale, belly button reaches towards the spine. Push the floor away with your hands, chin to chest, tailbone drops for cat pose. So inhaling cow, exhaling cat. Connecting with your 3-part breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, lots of air in. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly, squeezing all the air out. And then coming to a neutral spine, flat back. Tuck your toes under in the back. Feel the toe stretch. Inhale, cow. On the exhale, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, pushing back into downward dog. In the front, pushing the floor away with your hands so your hips go up and back, lengthening along the whole back body, lowering the heels to the floor one at a time. Deep breaths here. Looking forward in between your hands, walking your feet forward to dangle in a forward fold. Swaying back and forth a few times, releasing your low back. Saying no with your head and yes with your head to release your neck. Make sure your neck is relaxed, your head hanging towards the floor. Practicing a pose from last week, so hand under foot pose. So we're just gonna lift up our feet. You can have a big bend in your knees here. Just lift up your feet and slide your hands under. And then work your hands under a little bit so that your toes are close to your wrists. So like the whole hand is under there. And then just lean forward and wiggle your toes. Feel that nice deep massage in your palms. And then looking forward in front of you on the floor and just kind of coming up halfway, like kind of like a cow-shaped back, like arching a little bit, and then kind of feeling that nice release in the wrists. Deep breaths here. And then removing your hands from under your feet, bringing your hands to your shins and coming up halfway. Halfway lift, flat back. So taking the bump out of your back, shrugging your shoulders back away from your ears, feeling your head and your tailbone reaching toward opposite sides of the room. Deep breath in. On the exhale, releasing back to the fold. Hands on your shins. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Energy in the fingertips. Reach tall, watch your palms come together. And then exhale your hands to your heart, standing tall in mountain. Grounding down into your feet. Pulling your legs in, pulling your quads up and in, tucking your tailbone down, shrugging your shoulders up, back, and down. Deep breaths here. Bringing your hands down to your sides, palms facing forward. Energy through the fingertips. Bringing your hands to your shoulders, starting to twist back and forth. Releasing your arms down to your sides, twisting back and forth. breathing. And kind of let your arms come around and slap your low back, stimulating your kidneys. All right, slowing it down. Bringing your hands to your knees and sitting back, putting your weight in your heels. You're going to find that cow and cat shaped back here standing. So on the inhale, arching up, shoulders rolling back, tailbone rolls up, head looks up. On the exhale, belly button to the spine, chin to chest, tailbone drops. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Now straighten your spine. So take the arch out of your back like in table. So straight spine. And then we're going to make sure our weight is in our heels. Lift our arms up by our ears for chair pose. On the inhales, extending through your fingertips. On the exhales, dropping your weight into your heels. Deep 3-part ocean breath. Using your breath to find the ease in the challenging pose. On your next inhale, stand up tall. And exhale the hands to your heart. So we're going to combine several of the poses that we've been working on today into some flows with our breath. Here we go. Drop the arms down to your sides. Inhale them up. Watch the palms come together. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Swan dive forward. Relax into the forward fold. Hands on your shins. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart in mountain pose. Dropping the arms down. We're going to inhale the right arm forward, up, and then watch it go back. Full rotation of the arm and shoulder. Inhale the left arm forward, up. Watch it go back. Now both arms together. Gazes forward. Inhale up and back. And when you get them back, you're going to grab in the back, coming towards a bind, reaching towards the elbows. Shrugging your shoulders back. You're going to find a little back bend here. So ground down into your feet. Pull your quads in and up. Tuck your tailbone down, roll your shoulders back and down. Crown of the head reaches for the ceiling first, then opening the chest and heart, bending back. Inhaling love, exhaling joy, feeling your heart opening. Deep ocean breath. On your next inhale, releasing your arms, inhaling them up. Watch the palms come together. Exhale them down to your heart, standing tall in mountain. Drop the arms down, inhale them up. On the exhale, sitting back, putting your weight into your heels, into chair pose. 3 deep breaths. On your next inhale, stretching up tall. Exhale, dropping your arms down, clasping your hands behind your back, wiggling your chest open, shrugging your shoulders back and down. Deep breaths here. If this doesn't feel good on your shoulders or your wrists or any place, just put your hands on your low back and find a little back bend there. On your next inhale, bring your arms out from your body. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Keeping your hands clasped, finding that deep ocean breath, calming, sending the air to wherever it's tight. On the exhale, feeling the tightness release. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, release your hands down to the floor and step back to the downward dog. Deep breath in. On the exhale, dropping your knees to table, uncurl the toes in the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then send your cat back to a child's pose, hips to heels. So bringing your big toes together, you can open your knees. Bringing your forehead to the floor. Finding your deep breath here. Sending the air deep to your belly, feeling your low back expand. The affirmation is, I am peaceful and calm. I am peaceful and calm. Repeating that mentally to yourself. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, making your way back to table, tucking your toes under in the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, lifting your hips up and back to downward dog. Looking forward in between your hands, walking your feet forward to the forward fold. Hands on your shins, inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Energy in the fingertips. Exhale, hands to your heart, standing tall in mountain. Dropping the arms down. Inhale the right arm, forward, up, and back. Left arm, inhale it forward, up, and back. Both arms, forward, up, and back. Bringing your hands into fists and bringing them into your low back. Ground down, lift up tall first, crown of the head reaching up, and then rounding back. And then using your fists to massage around, really exploring around in that low back, finding what feels good, breathing here. Inhaling love, exhaling joy. Dropping your arms down, inhale them up. Exhale, standing tall in mountain. We're going to do one more round. Here we go. Drop the arms down, inhale them up. Exhale, sitting back into chair pose. 3 deep breaths. On your next inhale, standing up tall. Exhale, your arms down, clasp them behind your back. Wiggle your shoulders and chest open. Ground down into your feet, lift up tall, opening your heart. Inhale, pull your arms out. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, shaking your head no and yes, making making sure your neck is relaxed, breathing deep. Always have a bend in the knees, spreading your feet out 4 directions. Listening to the sound of your ocean breath. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, release your hands down to the floor. We're going to step back with your right foot. Pivot the back foot so that your feet are perpendicular. So we're going to be going into some standing poses, including warrior first. So we're going to set up the foundation first. So check that your feet are perpendicular. Check that your heel in the front is in line with the arch in the back. And then bring your hands to your hips. You want to adjust your front foot out a little bit. Just make sure that the knee doesn't go past the foot. You always want the knee above the ankle. Twist towards your front leg. Ground down in both feet. Put weight in the back edge of the back foot. Bringing both arms up for warrior one. On the inhale, reaching up through your fingertips towards the ceiling. On the exhale, sinking in the hips. Deep breaths here. The affirmation, I am strong and powerful. One more deep breath in, reach. On the exhale, drop your left arm in front, right arm in back, warrior two. Gaze is out over the front fingers, checking that the fingers, knee, and toes are all in line. Stretching the hands away from each other on the inhales. On the exhales, sinking in the hips. Bringing the back hand down by the back leg. Flip the front hand. Inhale the fingers up to the ceiling. On the exhale, sinking in the hips. On the inhale, reaching tall. One more inhale, reach. On the exhale, cartwheeling the arms back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, get tall. On the exhale, stretching out through the waist, over the front leg, bringing the front hand anywhere along the leg, and the top hand straight up to the ceiling. Triangle pose. On the inhale, reaching for the ceiling. On the exhale, grounding through the feet. You can either look up at the top hand or down at the floor, whatever feels better for your neck. Connecting with your breath. On the next inhale, cartwheel your arms back up. Bend the front knee back to warrior two. Bend the front arm, bring the elbow to the knee. Back arm comes up next to the ear, side angle pose. On the inhale, reaching through the fingertips. On the exhale, sinking in the hips. Grounding through the back edge of the back foot. Feeling this long line of energy from your fingertips all the way down to that back edge. One more inhale, reach. On the exhale, looking down, slowly bringing a hand to either side of the foot and stepping back with that front foot to downward dog. Deep breaths here. On your next exhale, bringing your knees down to table, uncurl the feet in the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Sending it back to child's pose, forehead to the floor. I am peaceful and calm. few more breaths here. On your next inhale, making your way to table, curl your toes under in the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Looking forward in between your hands, stepping your right foot forward, setting up for our standing poses on the other side. Check that your heel in the front is in line with your arch in the back. Feet are perpendicular. Standing up, bringing your hands to your hips. Bending the front knee, adjusting the leg, making sure the knee is not going past the foot. Twisting towards your front leg, grounding down to the back foot. Inhaling your arms up for warrior one. I am strong and powerful. On the inhale, reach for the ceiling. On the exhale, sinking the hips. One more inhale, reach. On the exhale, dropping the right arm in front, left arm in back, warrior two. Stretching the hands away from each other, sinking in the hips on the exhales. Bringing the back hand down, flipping the front hand over and inhaling it up to the ceiling, reverse warrior. On the inhale, reach tall. On the exhale, sink in the hips. Gaze is up at the top hand. One more inhale, reach. On the exhale, cartwheeling the arms back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, reaching out over the front leg, bringing the bottom hand anywhere along the leg. Top hand, reaching for the ceiling. Triangle pose, grounding down to the back edge of the back foot. Breathing deep. Tucking your tail in the back as if you're between two panes of glass. On your next inhale, cartwheeling the arms back to warrior two. Bending the front knee, bending the front arm, bringing it down to the knee. Back arm coming up by your ears, side angle pose. One more deep breath in, reach. On the exhale, slowly bringing your hands down into either side of the front foot. Push off the back foot. Coming to dangle in the forward fold. Relax your head and neck, relax your jaw. Deep breaths. Hands on your shins, inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, inhaling all the way up, energy in the fingers. Exhale your hands to your heart and mouth. Drop the arms down. Inhale the right arm, forward, up, and back. Left arm, forward, up, and back. Both arms. And then bringing your arms down beside you. You could either put them facing up or down on your low back, or you could work your palms together for a reverse Namaste. Trying to press all the fingerprints together behind your back. Then grounding down in your feet, lifting tall first, then bending back, shrugging your shoulders back and down. Working your elbows towards each other behind you. Deep breaths here. Inhaling love, exhaling joy. separating your hands on your next inhale, reaching up. Exhaling back to mountain, standing tall, feeling proud, thinking, I just rocked that out. Coming back to the floor, bringing your legs straight out for staff pose, flexing the toes towards your face, pinky toes especially towards your face, bringing your hands down next to your hips, shrugging your shoulders back, lifting tall. Inhaling the arms up. And exhale, folding forward, leading with the heart, bringing the hands to the floor next to the legs. Inhale, arching up, cow-shaped back. Exhale, rounding forward, cat shape. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. One more time, inhale. And exhale, folding forward deeply, relaxing your feet and legs, just hanging out here for a few breaths. Next inhale, rolling up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. So we're going to practice reverse table, which is a deep shoulder stretch and a back strengthener. So if you have any issues with shoulders, you might want to skip this one, or just work into it gently, going slow, always listening to your body. So in the pose, your ankles are going to be below your knees. Your wrists are going to be below your shoulders, just like in regular table. So we'll breathe in and out of it a few times, and then on the third one, we'll hold it. So on your next inhale, just lifting your hips up towards the ceiling, exhaling them down. Inhale them up, exhale them down. This one will hold. Inhale it up. So we're trying to press equally between all four corners of both feet. Pressing the floor away with your hands. If it's comfortable, you can drop your head back. Deep breaths. One more deep breath. And exhale it down. Sitting forward, clasping your hands, rolling them around, releasing any tension in your wrists. Sitting back, windshield wipering your legs back and forth a few times. And we're going to do a balance here, a version of boat pose. So we'll be balancing on our tailbone. So first start by bringing your hands under your knees and then walk your feet in. Straight spine here, so shoulders back and down, head, crown of the head lifting for the ceiling. And then we're just gonna find a balance point in our sitting bones. We're balancing on our tailbone. Just walk your feet back towards you. Come up onto your toes first, and then just lift them up. We're balancing on your tailbone. So anytime we're balancing, you want to find a point on the wall in front of you, or anywhere in your eye line. It could be on the floor. Focusing on that spot. Just still your mind for balancing. You can stay here, or you can lift your legs up. Keeping that spine nice and long. You can stay here, or you can try to let go with your hands, like bringing the work to your core. On the exhale, pulling your belly in. One more inhale. On the exhale, coming out of it, making our way to the floor in the same way that we got up, rocking and rolling. And then hugging your knees in, rocking them around. Bringing your feet to the floor, walking your feet back towards your hips. We're going to practice bridge pose. Just like reverse table, we're gonna flow in and out of it twice, and then we'll hold it on the third one. Palms facing down, shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhaling them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time we're gonna hold it. Inhale, lift. Chest coming towards your chin, chin going towards the ceiling. You can either keep your hands pressing down, or you can clasp your hands under you, wiggling your shoulder blades under, letting your chest open. Deep breaths here. One more inhale, go up a little higher. And then exhale, releasing your hands, rolling down, hugging your knees in, rocking them around. Keeping hold of your left knee, straighten your right leg out. On the exhales, hugging that left knee in, letting the right hip open. Bringing your right foot to the floor, bringing your left ankle to your knee. Do a hip stretch here. So lifting both legs, grabbing around the back of your right leg, and then pulling it in to find your nice hip stretch. So it shouldn't hurt, but you want to find a nice deep stretch here. So kind of play around with it to find your edge. Try straightening the bottom leg. You could try grabbing around the front of the right shin. Once you find your hip stretch, find your deep breath. On the inhale, sending the air to wherever it's tight, using the breath like a comb to comb through the muscle fibers, comb through the tension. On the exhale, feel it release. Feel it let go. Let it go. On your next exhale, release your hands and bring your right foot to the floor, but keep your left ankle up. Bring your arms up by your head, bent in cactus or out at a T. Deep breath in. On the exhale, drop both legs to the right, head looks to the left. Coming into easy twist. Scooching it around in any way that feels good. Finding your deep 3-part breath. On the exhale, let go more, sinking down into the shape. The affirmation here is, everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. On your next inhale, slowly unwinding, hugging your knees back into the center, rocking them around. Keeping a hold of your right knee this time, sending your left leg out long. Bringing your left foot to the floor, right ankle to the knee, lifting both legs, grabbing around back of the left leg, finding your good, juicy, deep hip stretch on this side, finding your breath. On the exhales, letting go, feeling the tightness relax and release. On your next exhale, release your hands. Let the left foot come back to the floor. Right foot stays on the knee. Arms up to cactus or a T. Deep breath in. On the exhale, drop your legs to the left. Head looks to the right. Scooching your twist around in any way that feels good. Deep breaths here. Everything's gonna be okay. On your next inhale, slowly unwind. Hug your knees back into your chest, rock them around. Getting ready to go into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. So feel free to make yourself comfortable in any way, like covering up with a blanket or dimming the lights, or using an eye pillow over your eyes, whatever feels good. Using Shavasana as a time for complete relaxation, where all of the elements of our practice can be combined and settle down into our soul. So extending your legs out long, separating your feet as wide as feels good, letting your legs flap out to the sides nice and relaxed, shrugging your shoulders down away from your ears. Arms are down at your side. You can take up as much space as you want. Palms facing up. Scanning your body for any remaining tension. And with each exhale, letting it go. Sinking down, feeling heavy. Relaxing the crown of your head. Relaxing all the muscles in your face. Smoothing out your forehead. Relaxing your cheeks. Relaxing your eyes back away from your eyelids. Relaxing your jaw. Letting your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth behind your teeth. Swallowing to relax your throat. Relaxing your shoulders, arms, hands. Fingers are relaxed and curled up. Relaxing your chest, belly, hips, legs, feet and toes. Feeling all the places where your body is resting on the floor. Sinking down, feeling supported, letting go. Thinking about your intention for the practice, and coming up with your own personal affirmation. Repeating your affirmation to yourself, planting the seeds of growth and change. Wiggling your fingers, coming back into the room. Rocking your head back and forth from side to side. Deepening your breath. Stretching your arms overhead and your feet in the opposite direction. Slowly making your way onto your side, curled up. Taking a few breaths here in transition. feeling grateful for your practice, feeling grateful in general. Pushing down with your top hand, helping yourself up to sit, keeping your eyes closed and your focus inward, sitting up nice and tall, but being relaxed about it. Feeling how relaxed you feel and promising yourself you're going to keep some of this relaxation with you, knowing with a few deep, mindful breaths, you can feel it anytime you want. Joining your hands at your heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you. May love always surround you. May the pure light within you guide your way on. Namaste.